Hello, everyone. We're back. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. Uh, Somehow, two of my trackers, my feet trackers, apparently did not charge last night. So hey, we're not going to have like terribly long to hang out, but hey, we'll probably make it for an hour and a half. Then after that, I guess we'll see. But there you go. How you doing? Here, let's put on something more comfy. We are. And let's put some music on. Why not? How's that music sound for everybody? That sound okay? But I'm enjoying Shadowgate so far. Never did play the original NES one. Now I'm wondering if I should go back and play it. Probably understand the references a little better. People seem to be kind of digging it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely reminiscent of my old D&D days. Thank you, Necro. You're also a cutie. Never did play a hobbit, a halfling, a kender. I played a lot of rogues. In fact, played the same rogue for like over 10 years. Made the jump from second edition to third edition, in fact. That was an elf rogue, though. Many adventures were had. Yeah, never actually got into the Forgotten Realms setting, so never played a Kender myself, or even ran into any Kender. But was always much more into making our own, personal worlds rather than using established settings like Forgotten Realms or Dragonlance, or Greyhawk. I always figured you're telling your own story anyway. You might as well just make up your own lore and stuff. The world building was always my favorite part about being a dungeon master. But yeah, sounded like a bunch of you also quite fond of playing rogues. thieves, as we used to call them back in 2nd edition and prior. Wizard back in 3rd. Wizards, ugh, God, Wizards have always been broken, but then especially in 3rd edition, like, holy crap. Wizards were so broken in 3rd edition. I mean, Wizards have always been broken, but, gah. Metamagic feats, like, forget about it. So many dice. I mean, I got to roll as a thief, though. You also, or rogue, you also, especially in 3rd edition onward, you get to roll a lot of dice. Also, though, that was one of those things where it's like, yeah, and it was much easier to get a sneak attack in 3rd edition, of course, as a rogue. Like, you could just get a 3 berry spotter, like Harry Potter. But yeah, like if you were even just flanking somebody or any number of a slew of reasons, you could get your sneak attack damage, and at like, you know, high enough level, you know, you were rolling an extra like 15 d6 on every stab, and you're getting multiple stabs a turn. That character did go up to epic level that I played for that long. Got up to like around level 22-ish. So I was doing an extra 15 d6 of damage with each attack. I had a crazy ass like sword, magic sword that I used. That I forget what the effect of it was, what it's called, but the effect was that it basically ignored any armor that wasn't from dexterity or dodge bonuses, basically, because it was like like an ethereal blade. Basically, it would just go through any kind of armor. So unless you were dodging it, you weren't using your dex. And you know, at that point, like, you know, the only, you know, my attack rolls are so high that you're not dodging that alone. You need to be relying on some armor. So like I was just multiple attacks around. I would just make sure I was always flanking with somebody and just wham, wham, just so much damage. So much damage for just a little elf that, you know. He's a fun character. He was a fun character. That kind of character, you could ask me like any detail about that character and I could tell you, like, you know. He was evil aligned, he favored necromancy. I wouldn't have guessed. I tend to like necromancers in games if I'm playing a caster. There's no easier way to replenish troops than just raising all of your dead fallen troops plus the enemy troops back up and just being like, you're in, buddy. Get back in line. That's just recycling. Just wasteful otherwise. Just leaving those bodies there to rot. Thank you, Bayonetta. Did I grab my water? I did not. Give me one moment. Left my water over there. One sec. Okay, we're back. All right, look at that water. Everybody, make sure to take sippies. Very important to stay hydrated. Delicious. Don't even remember how school specialization worked in 3rd. God, I don't either. In 2nd, you would just, if you wanted to be a specialist, you would choose what your specialty was, and you would get, like, some bonus to, like, you know, stuff of that school at the detriment of, like, 2 other schools, basically. If I recall correctly. I want to say it was something like you would get, like, an extra casting of, like, I don't know, like, each, like, level of spell that you know, you'd get, like, 1 extra casting or something, I want to say. Like, 1 level 1 spell, 1 level 2 spell, up to what you've learned. But you couldn't take any spells from schools that were opposite of your school, if I recall correctly. Is that how it worked in 2nd? It's been so long. Yeah, chart where some schools were opposite of it. Okay, so I'm not crazy. That's what I thought. All right. I thought that's how that worked. Oop. There. Why don't we go to the normal spot? The slightly cuddlier spot. Actually, I wonder how this will look. Let's test something out real quick. Oh, getting back into your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practice. Okay. I'll catch you later, Necro. Thanks for stopping by. So let's see how this runs. This is my world that has the real-time lighting in it. That version. Wondering how this will run. Because the lighting looks real nice like this. Oh yeah, and is the version that put the steam in the hot tub as well. I forgot about that. Which isn't perfect. Don't look at it, you know, if you it's fine if you look at it from certain angles. Otherwise it's not perfect. But yeah, you can sort of see. If I tilt my head, you can see how it kind of follows my view a little bit though. It's weird. I don't know what I did wrong with that exactly. If I recall correctly, this is actually a smoke effect from a fireplace, from a campfire thing, and I stole the animation off of that and stuck it in here and stretched it out to make it look like steam like this. But yeah, it doesn't quite work perfectly. But I figure the lighting looks real nice. But how does that look on your end? Is that the frame rate kind of suffering? Yeah, I know I'm definitely down on frames. I'm dropping frames, definitely. So that's a slight shame. This world's nice for taking pictures, but not so much for taking video. These lighting effects look real pretty, but your computer does not like them. Looks good on your side? Okay. If it looks good for you guys, then yeah, I can keep. We can do it here, where the lighting looks nice. The lighting effect on that you can see reflecting on the wine too looks much nicer. Like look at that light reflecting on that glass. Your frame rate doesn't like it, but it looks real pretty. Just need water physics, yeah, that too. Holy crap, would that just wreck things. Yeah, the wine looks so much nicer in this world. Like, look at that. The lighting, of course. I suppose, actually, if we're doing that, we could put something shinier on. We can put that on. You can really see, like, the reflection. Yeah, we kept to this version of this world specifically just for doing glamour shots like this. We don't hang out in this version. Even if you got a pretty high-end machine. All this real-time lighting, all these reflections. But yeah, anybody actually have experience playing a Kender? I know they kind of took them out of Forgotten Realms and kind of put them in the game in general. While having played plenty of rogues, I never played a Kender. Yep. Played that rogue for many years. Many, many years. Many adventures. Never did get to take Epic Dodge with that character. That's what I really wanted. I wanted to take Epic Dodge. I wanted so badly to have some big bad guy take a swing at my my character, roll something amazing, and I just go, nah, he missed. It's like, no, but he rolled it, it doesn't matter, he missed. What do you mean? I dodged it. What's your AC? Doesn't matter, I dodged it. I wanted to do that so badly. But, and it turned out to be the correct decision. I took the feat that allows you to replace a reflex, your will save with a reflex save. Because my will saves were not good, and boy, we were dealing with a bunch of stuff, very powerful like magic users, and I needed to make sure I wasn't just gonna get like, you know, mind dominated like crazy. So I took that, and it paid off. Is one of like probably the biggest kind of moments that character had was for reasons we can, you know, mostly due to like, you know, one of the other players being an idiot and making a deal with Asmodeus. We needed to collect like 3 extremely powerful souls from these 3 like, you know, villains, one of which was a demigod. And we were trying to figure out how the hell are we going to do that? How are we going to get the soul of this demigod? And we're like, well, there's got to be some way we can do this that's not going to involve us actually fighting this demigod, because even we can't do that. And we figured out, okay, well, there's... I forget what the actual spell is called, but you can create an object that if someone is holding it, and then you say like a keyword, right, it'll like basically suck their soul into the object, right? Like, if they happen to be touching it at that time, they don't get a saving throw even. And we figure, okay, that's the only way we're going to be able to do this with a demigod, right? Is we need to like, there needs to be no chance that it can like, you know, escape this. And that character basically was like, we're like, well, how are we going to get him to hold this thing, right? Like this is the being that like literally like sent all of us to hell in the first place at one point, that we just escaped from, and now we're like, we need to get this thing's soul. And I was like, okay, well, look, you make the thing, I'll get him to hold it, I'll get him to touch it, don't worry about it. And I proceeded to convince the DM, I'm like, to let me take a 20 on a bluff check to craft this amazing lie and this performance of this lie, like practicing out this whole performance of then going to this demigod with this gem and like, you know, pleading like, you know, that, oh, you know, we're so, you know, we pledge ourselves to you and everything, like after what you did to us, like we know that we're no match for you, you know, we want to serve you, we pledge ourselves to you, here, take all this treasure that we've amassed and everything, you know, as a, you know, as a token of peace and everything, and please just like, you know, we just, you know, we're so enamored by like your incredible power and everything, like appealing to is like, you know, all, you know. And sure enough, like, you know, like he took the treasure, but then like went to like kind of try to read my character's mind to like, you know, figure out that I was, you know, like if I was up to something. And I got to of course use that feat of like using my dex save instead of my will save, so I got to dodge a demigod's mind altering effect. I got to just go, nope, that didn't work. And then I said, and say the thing and trap his soul in the gem. So that character saved the world many a time by just lying, cheating, and stealing, let me tell you. But that was probably the big shining moment, was stealing a demigod's soul with a well-crafted lie. Fun times. Fun times. Everything worked out in the end. Exactly. Sometimes the world needs to be saved by the lawful good man in shining armor, that's going to never do anything questionable, never do anything wrong. Sometimes the world needs the scoundrel. And I was more than happy to play that character. He was neutral good, mind you. He just realized, sometimes if you want to do what's good, you kind of gotta skirt the law. Now, did he skirt the law a little more often than he sometimes needed to serve the good? Well, that's my kind of character I like to play. Big shocker. I don't tend to play lawful characters, right? Imagine that. But yeah, fun times. Very fun times. But yeah, fun character to play. Oh, window. Chat, I somehow shrunk you. You're so small. Come here, chat. You like the latex, do you, Fox? A bit. You blame your friend group. Sounds like you've got good friends. So that sounds like to me. Good friends should encourage you to develop interesting tastes. Those are the most fun kind of friends. Oh, kind of sunk into the... There we go. There we go. They find it funny to tease a fox furry? Well, you know. People don't realize. Eventually people will realize there's nothing particularly clever about hating on furries. One day. Yeah, nothing terribly clever about hating on someone for something like that. It's the last recourse people have to believe. Exactly, right. It is still acceptable to hate on furries, so some people just need to hate, apparently. It's very sad. Other furries too, they just like to pick on you for being a fox. Just had your lunch today after Bunny Boy relaxing. Nice. Hey Dragoon, how you doing? I decided to try streaming from my version of this world that has the real-time lighting in it to see how it looks. To see if the frame rate looks bad on stream. Apparently people are saying it looks okay. Not bad. I'm doing okay. Hey Grumpy. Had a terrible day, but it's officially your vacation. Well, I'm sorry today sucked, but yay vacation. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I figured I'd bust out this one because with the real-time lighting, you can really see like the reflections on it. Also on like the glass. You really get the lighting effects quite well on it. We don't hang out in this particular world because it wrecks your frame rate, but for doing little glamour shots like this on occasion, it's quite nice. For hanging out, I have the the version with baked-in lighting, and it's Quest compatible and all that. So. This one obviously is not. Just gonna chill tonight and take care of packing tomorrow. Sounds like a good plan. The cats are your mortal enemies. There's an awful lot of them cats. Some of them are okay. We've got a few that are alright. Foxes versus cats in the fandom. And us bunnies are just over here being chill. Yes, Durges, you're okay. You're one of the ones I was referring to in our little community that's okay. But yeah. Enjoying Shadowgate so far. Cat friend likes to start shiz. Told him he'll get the spray bottle. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just gotta get the spray bottle. Show them cats what it's for. It's an old off-color furry joke heard probably 30 years ago at a convention. What's the difference between a fox and a fridge? The difference between a fox and a fridge. A fridge doesn't yelp when you take the meat out. Is it one of those? Fridges have a maximum amount of meat that they can pack at once. Am I close? Is it something like that? Fridge doesn't slurp when you pull the meat out. Okay, cool. All right. I knew I was close on that one. There's a... I'd always heard a version of that that is a very homophobic version of that. With, yeah. What's off color about that? The homophobic version? No. No, I won't share it. It is that exact same joke, except it's instead of slurp, it's fart. Okay, but it's that exact same joke. All right. Yeah, exactly. It's not a particularly clever or funny joke, you know. But that's, you know, when you were growing up, like, you know, in that era of like rampant homophobia, right? You'd hear that kind of stuff a lot. Hey, gaming, how you doing? Samurai, we're eating. Are you? I apologize. To be fair, I said I didn't want to tell it. Brought out the vacuum cleaner. Put some pickles around. Show those cats what's for. Yeah, definitely, King. Definitely, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and look at the original NES Shadowgate as well at some point. I'm having a good time with Beyond Shadowgate. I do also want to continue doing the Phoenix Wright trilogy there. We are in the middle of a case after all. I do not have face tracking, yeah, so the lip flaps, of course, you know, are the lip flaps, but yeah, my facial expressions otherwise, yeah, are tied to my my hands. Let me move this over a little bit more. But yeah, like if I like the pointing does the eyes with both hands. Just the thumb down makes me throw up the peace sign, of course. It does kind of make me squint a little bit if I do the point with one hand and the peace sign with the other. Yep. I can do thumbs up, of course, which is like that. I can do fists. I can do one fist, one thumb up, two fists. And of course there's the, you throw up the horns, which for whatever reason makes me look kind of sad. Not sure why, but that's what they went with on this. But yeah. So that's how that works. Blinking is completely random because I don't have I don't have face tracking. If I had face tracking, it would track that. None of my hand motions are dedicated to a blink. I kind of wish they were. There was. I would like to have a way to close my eyes, but I also don't want to go into Unity and mess with that. I have so many other projects to work on. Most other Avies have like some motion, some hand motion that is a dedicated like eyes close, so that you can like they'll still blink like randomly usually, but you can kind of there's usually something that'll make you close your eyes as well if you just want to do it. I do not, so I can't purposefully close my eyes. Yeah, I just need that eye track. Yeah, just install those eye trackers that have like a chance to make you go blind. Yeah. Just do it. What could go wrong? Oh, here we go. Whoop. 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 We're a little scrungled. Come on, hip. Whoop. Come on. Whoa. Oh boy. Wow. Come on. There we go. We got there. I am going blind anyway, it's true. Could I program it to make bone cracking noises when it does that? It would be tricky to do that, but you probably could, yeah. Like if you bend in certain ways, make it do a cracking noise like that. Probably. I don't know how. Haunted marionette, a little bit. Now can I grab my wine? Give me your wine. There we go. Yeah, group event starts at 10. That's why I'm going to about 10 today. So I intended on I didn't want to overlap with it. Otherwise, I would have did it like a 7 to 11 instead. But since that's starting at 10, I figured I would just do like a. I'll just go till 10 tonight, do a 6 to 10. Then I intended on joining, but apparently my trackers are almost dead. One of my feet is at 13%, so. Watched a video of drunk Japanese folk analyzing the AC Shadows trailer, and it sounded like me a bit. Oh yeah? Were they talking about ninjas being fake? Should plug in my tracker, but I'm wearing my trackers. One was Ubi absolutely not having permission to recreate a holy shrine. That sounds like something Ubisoft would do. I'm not terribly fond of Ubisoft, if I haven't made that terribly clear. Welcome, Samir. Welcome, welcome. But then I'd have wires. The one with the Black Samurai, Yasuke? I mean, Yasuke did exist, to be fair. You don't think Outlaws is horrible, it's just terribly average? Yeah, Yasuke existed. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I do not speak, I assume Spanish. Or Portuguese, maybe? Not doing anything, charge him. But I need him for lying here. Oh, you'd like some of my drink? Sure. Here. Let's bring you closer. There you go. I don't mind sharing. Oh, you're very welcome. Now if we can, there we go. They took an issue with the developers saying that you could choose who you want to play as, but then saying at a certain point in the story you'll have to choose the other character. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing with the arguing about the Black Samurai thing is ridiculous, of course. We have historical proof that we do know Yasuke was real. There was a Black Samurai before there was a White Samurai, and nobody complains about White Samurai, right? Yasuke predates William Adams coming over. Was he really a samurai? There's some argument as to whether, like, you know, but ultimately, like, you know, Nobunaga gave him some land, gave him a title, gave him the name and everything. Basically, yeah, right? Basically, yes, he was a samurai, more or less. What about Green Samurai? Well, they were Kappa, don't you know? Haven't played an AC since the very first one on the 360. I only played the first one. I bounced right off it. I didn't like it. Games have magic apples and shit. They can make any shit up they want. Controversy is a bit deeper, and Ubi doesn't come out looking good in any of it. Yeah, I mean, it's... There's no other way around it, right? Like, if you've got a problem with Black Samurai, it's because you have a problem with a black man being in a video game. Because there was a Black Samurai. Yasuke existed. I have my doubts that he did any actual combat. I don't think he saw any actual combat. It is thought that he was at Honoji when Oda, you know, died in the when Akechi betrayed him and attacked Honoji. It is thought that Yasuke was probably there. We lose track of him historically after that. But we do know he existed. Well, he's there in Basara. Yeah. If Inuyasha shows up, you'll forgive him. Who's ever an actual samurai aside from just part of Shogun? It was probably very late in life, so he never did the samurai things. Like Yasuke? Well, Yasuke was still during the Sengoku period. Hey, Soup. What do you mean pandering? Yes. Yeah, Soup, did you know I'm streaming? But, I just doubt that he saw any combat because I don't think he was really put in charge of any troops. He was kind of more just there because, like, Nobunaga just liked him. Just kind of saw him as an interesting person to have around. Kind of an oddity. Just like, you know... What was Girl a historical ninja? I mean, you know what I'm gonna say. Hey, Portia. Yeah, I got the latex on today because I decided to try streaming from my version of this world that has real-time lighting, and so it looks really nice with the latex. Also, it looks really nice with like the wine. You can really see like the reflection of the light on the wine, like quite nicely. We don't hang out in this world because wrecks your frame rate, but it looks real nice. I am getting like 30 frames a second. You be watching a movie in your group on Halloween? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know what's going on yet. It's on a Thursday. Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, Zyra will be streaming. I don't know that I'm familiar with that movie. Come up a little bit here. We're kind of sunk in here. Actually, I'm like in the I'm in the beanbag. Let's come around this way. I'm beanbagging you. Goodness. Not on Twitch. Stop being adorable. Who's being adorable? Soup. Who's being adorable? Suggestion for an emote maker? One who did yours, they do $5 an emote. Sure. Send me them in Discord. I've been I have some spots opened up that so I need to look at some. I was talking with a friend of mine who does art, but they've been so busy that they've not been able to. Chat is a bit behind. Yeah, I was moving around. I kind of, yeah, if you want to DM me the name, sure. It's the last batch I got there. I just hired someone on Fiverr, which was about $5 an emote, and I like them just fine. I think they're cute and all, but booting up Beyond Shadowgate so you're not behind. Like, I might stream more of it on Wednesday, I think, is what I'm planning to do. I'm planning to stream again on Wednesday. So I might do more on Wednesday, so you've got a little time to get it back ahead of me. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. This is making me think maybe I should do more point-and-click adventure games, but then if I'm gonna do that, I've also been meaning to just do Disco Elysium, right? It would be hard for me to play Disco Elysium and not go the communist route, of course, but, you know. I already did that once. Got something you can point and click. Boop. Gotta look for that gold coin. Breadline option. But King, I'm an anarcho-communist, not a Soviet. Like, let's see, scooch myself off of this beanbag a little more here. Let's see, what if we bring her this way? I'm so bad with this camera, Jesus Christ. Why is it so hard? You know, what if we just do this for the moment? But yeah, I think I'll do more Shadowgate before getting back to Phoenix Wright. Should finish off that case that we're in the middle of. And then pretty soon it'll be time for spooky games. I think we'll look at Eternal Darkness. Maybe Deadly Premonition. I think those will be fun. I do enjoy horror games, in particular if they're doing something interesting. So, I've never gotten around to playing Eternal Darkness. And that is doing some very interesting things with like the sanity effects. Hi, chicken. How are you? Deadly Premonition I want to take a look at because, boy, that's just a real oddity of a game. I've been meaning to play that one forever. Deadly Premonition, I believe, was GameCube era. Yep, GameCube. Thank you, Kay. So some of those sanity effects that go like meta kind of don't work anymore, exactly, because it'll be like, you know, oh yeah, like your TV is now like, you know, not getting its signal, and it says like video, and it's like, that's not what TVs look like anymore when they go on the fritz. But you know, it's fine. Decided to try a new character today. No labbing, no practice, no tutorials, no guides. Just grabbed him and said, okay, what can I do with this guy? Sometimes you just have to grab a guy and go, what can I do with this guy? Just find out. Into 2 hours experimenting, made your friend quit, beat up 2 really skilled players. Nice. Nope, I think the music ran out. Sure did. There we go. Get some more going. Just grab a couple guys and don't know what you're talking about, Dirges. Come here, chat. Feng Wei, one of the most hated Tekken characters right now. Fun, he has all the tools could want out of a character, felt very intuitive. Now, what would Aristotle's favorite anime be before I go? The cheating answer would be Rain, because Rain is about Alexander the Great. And Aristotle is mentioned in it and everything, including his teachings. So that'd be the cheating answer. The cheating answer would be Rain, because Aristotle's literally in it. Um, non-cheating answer. Aristotle's favorite anime. Aristotle's favorite anime. Part of me wants to say he might like Mob Psycho because one, Aristotle was, of course, a big teacher. Aristotle was, quite big on essentially the golden rule, right? Of kind of treat people like you would want to be treated yourself, which is kind of like a big theme in Mob, right? I feel like he would kind of really like the character of Mob and would appreciate the trying to become a well-rounded person. So Aristotle wasn't big on extremes. He was all about finding a virtue in between two different vices, right? Not going to So I feel like Aristotle would be a big fan of Mob Psycho. It's also got enough action that I feel like, he was a bit militarily inclined, being, the teacher of Alexander the Great, obviously. So, cheating answer, yeah, would be Rain. Non-cheating answer, yeah, maybe Mob Psycho. Now, we discussed that Plato wouldn't like isekai, right? And Aristotle would probably like Mob Psycho. I suppose then we're left with of those big three. What about Socrates? What would Socrates like? Prison School. I've not seen Prison School. You think Socrates would like Prison School? Is Prison School about finding out information by asking questions? Is it about you having all the major answers inside you that you just need to find them? Obviously, it takes place in a school. Socrates would probably be all about. Demon Slayer. Socrates and Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer does... Steam Link crashed, but we're only a few minutes left into the stream anyway, so we'll probably just start to wrap it up here anyway. That's gonna take absolutely forever to come back up. So, but yeah, I still had a good time streaming. It was fun times. But yeah. Steam Link just crashed there. Sadness. What are you taking notes on, Soup? But oh, it's okay. It's all right. We were wrapping up in a couple of minutes anyway, so that's okay. Here, yeah, let's pop this here for anybody that might want that. There's the Discord. Feel free to pop on by if you're interested in seeing more of my stuff. We have nice, chill people in there. But yeah. Fortunately, I still had Magic Mirror up, so it was pretty quick just to come over and swap back onto the screen. But yeah. Tech issues aside, I still had a nice time tonight. Why don't we find someone to raid here? Let's see. Let's see. Following similar size. Yeah, Roy's streaming. We could go pop in and say hi to Roy. Why don't we do that? Yeah, why don't we go raid Roy? He's a good bean, a fellow bunny. So, yeah. Alright, well, thanks for popping by, everybody. The next plan I believe I'm doing is Wednesday is the next stream, is my plan, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, Wednesday. But cool. I will, yeah. Yep, you too, Zyre. Have a great night, everybody. Zyre and, Soup, Andy, King, all y'all. Chicken, if you're still around. Dirges, all y'all. Dragoon, you're all lovely, beautiful people. Spy as well, if you're listening while trying to catch up in Shadowgate. All right. Yeah, I'll let's get ready to do this raid thing that you do. But all right. Yep. Again, thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. You're all lovely, wonderful beings. I'll catch you all very, very soon. All right. I'll send you on over. Oh, hey, Match. Bye, Match. Yep. All right. I'm going to send you on all over. You have a great one all. Love you all. Night, night.